win this game so we can go hit the buffet for some chicken wings.
MP, you got that look in your eye tonight. You better watch out.
Coming right up, the Hawks taking on the Rockets. For Atlanta, kind of a seesaw. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. Now a look at the stats for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Here's the starting group for Houston. We've got Thompson. Fred VanVleet out there with Silk. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Şengün in at the 5. And for the Hawks, in the post, it'll be Johnson Okongwu. LeVert out there with Young. And it's Rizachet in at the small forward position. And as we get deeper into the season, NP's let it be known that he intends to get his hands on the Rookie of the Year trophy.
And he's well aware of the other contenders as well. So if he is going to win that award, he knows he has to be at his best when he's matched up against his fellow rookies. I love MP's ambition. Going to be fun to see how he battles.
And let's go over to David Aldridge, who has something to say about MP. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kev. We are deep into the season, and MP is in the thick of the Rookie of the Year race. I asked him if he felt any pressure, and he said, no way, I'm just here to win. Individual awards are just the icing on the cake. He may be young, but he's already focused on the right things. Guys?
Stuff, DA. Great stuff, in fact. Gotta love that team-first mindset of MP. Greg, midway into this season, sometimes a team can get hot and turn it on. What are some of the causes of that?
You know, often teams can reach that tipping point with how they play. It all comes together in a hurry, and they make a run. But that's the exception, Kevin, not the rule.
Young from outside gets the three-pointer to fall.
He's smart at using the screen there to just create space. Young, very reliable in that pick and roll.
Thompson, a screen on LeVert. Driving the lane, and Thompson throws it down.
But nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
LeVert, the pass to Johnson. Back to LeVert. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Well, you give Caris LeVert that kind of positioning, guys, I mean, he's going to finish with power.
Here's Silk. LeVert defending. Silk out to Thompson. Silk uses the glass that time, and it's good. Silk's got his second basket of the game.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Okongwu against Şengün. Great defense that time from Şengün. Thompson, a screen on LeVert. Goes up on the wing, and it's Houston with another. The Hawks trail by 5. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. To the middle. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
You know, you can see the confidence level LeVert has by how often he hunts for his shot, especially from there.
The screen from Thompson. Here's Silk. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Second shot opportunity, and Thompson with the nice bucket inside. Thompson's got 6.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
They get it back. Count the basket.
Now, that's a great sign for Reese, proving he can handle the physicality of the NBA.
Here's Silk, covered by Okongwu.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
A nice shot by LeVert.
LeVert is always aggressive. I like that mindset of his, especially in how he drives to the rim playing downhill. Goes there with a lot of speed.
Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. Almost halfway through the season, let's check out the standings in the East. Taking a look at Atlanta, they're having a solid season. 5th in the conference and looking to move up.
And, you know, right now for Atlanta, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
From downtown, Thompson with the rebound. Rockets leading by 3. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21. That was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
The screen from Thompson. Silk passes to Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Bounce pass, Young. Pass to LeVert. Here's Rizachet. Young outside. 5 to shoot. With the floater. Thompson with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
The screen from Thompson. Bank shot. No good.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Young's shot is off.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. In a moment here, take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And they're also hitting that mid-range shot at a high clip. A big key will be to continue that success throughout.
Mann's checked in for Atlanta. LeVert against Eason. Pass to Okongwu. 3-pointer. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
For the Houston Rockets, they won their last contest in that game against the Grizzlies. Thompson, a screen on LeVert. Lobbed up there for Thompson.
How about 5 straight made from the field to start?
And the defense hasn't been able to do anything to stop him. And when that's the case, just keep feeding the hot hand. Van
Vliet against Young. Pass to Levert. Puts it up from 17. And they call the foul. So he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
You know, guys, with good size and length for his position, Levert can convert tough baskets.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. That one drops. He ties it up. Here's Van Vliet. Still scoreless. Thompson a screen on Levert. Here's Silk. Levert grabs the miss.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
And there's the drive to the wing right side. It's stolen by Johnson. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Some big news coming in from around the NBA. We welcome in our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's on the phone with the latest story. Shams?
Thanks, Kevin. With the trade deadline nearing, the front office of the Celtics has announced their latest move. They were searching for a spark plug, so they went out and got Russell Westbrook. The former MVP is still one of the best athletes in this league, but they also acquired Westbrook for his leadership. He's a guy young players still look up to.
Thank you so much, Shams. We sure appreciate the update.
Read the defense and executed. The IQ showing through for Şengün.
And Young kicks to Johnson. Pass to Okongwu. Kept alive by Atlanta. Back to Johnson. Hawks passing it around. And Silk gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Rockets. Whitmore comes in for Fred VanVleet. Here's Levert. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Levert's got 11 points.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Silk. Pass to Thompson. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
And this one has been all about Amen Thompson, a freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do.
Now here's Levert. Whitmore defending. The Rockets trail. Screen by Şengün. Here's Silk. And he goes in for the dunk.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself. Couldn't control himself there.
Young, no good.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going in this quarter.
And so Levert will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team.
Yeah, a pair of losses for them in their meetings last season. And the cold, hard truth about it, they just had a hard time beating anybody last year.
Those were games where you thought they could get a win. But now they need to forget about it. It's in the past. Let it go. And they've got to focus on the present and try to make a better run of it this time.
It's good. Nice touch there from Okongwu.
Boy, Levert's showing you his unselfishness there. I mean, if you're open, he loves getting you the ball.
For the Hawks. Atlanta shooting pretty well, 46% from the floor. So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. They've got Rizachet. Terrence Mann is out there with Duncan Robinson. Then there's George Niang. And Gay is in at the 5 down low.
Van Vliet's ability to facilitate the offense his teammates have. Great confidence in him in that regard. Nice dime there.
Now Rizachet, 11-point game in his last outing. Mann uses the glass to finish the layup. Mann's got the game tied up here for the Hawks.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, guys, in a year with no consensus #1 overall pick, Zachary Risacher out of France, maybe not a surefire star, but certainly a player with a lot of talent, a 3-and-D prospect with the prototype length and size. The Hawks saw him as a plug-and-play addition to their roster. He should be making an instant impact, guys.
Absolutely. All right, chums, thanks a lot. In the corner, it's Eason. Curls it from outside.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Risacher, and he converts the layup. Risacher's got 9.
Possessing good size and impressive versatility, the rookie Risacher looking comfortable operating inside.
With the drive, pass to Adams. There's the steal. Outside Robinson. Man finds Robinson. Here's Gay. He's covered by Clark. Inside, here's Risacher. Knocks it loose. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Amen Thompson, he's checked in for the Rockets. Niang with the ball. 11 points last game. Rocket 6. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Brandon Clark.
Looking like your classic wing. Zachary Risacher is 6'8", long, and can hit threes. A real modern swingman.
And Risacher, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch. At his size, that becomes very tough to contain.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
To the inside. And Thompson throws it down.
Thompson with the bounce, rising up for the jam.
Atlanta with the ball. They trail by 1. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks. Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season, and here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days, and these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
You take a look at Young, and at number 4 on the list, he's almost certain to take part in the contest this year. He's going to be excited to let those long-range shots fly in All-Star Weekend.
And the fans have been right to give him so much love. He's deadly from beyond, and he has to be in this contest this season.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
Now for an update on Şengün's injury, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with the Rockets' head athletic trainer. Oh, that is not what you want to see. It sounds like it's a serious injury. Right in the heart of the schedule, this is a major blow. The coaches are going to find out a lot about their team. Guys?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Pass to Robinson for 3. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Kick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Thompson, it's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Krejci. No scoring in this one. Pass to Robinson. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Here's Clark. Gay with the rebound. Atlanta's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Robinson passes to Mann.
I got yours.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Alperen Şengün.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
And the Rockets making a change here. Green's checked in. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Silk in the last outing against the Grizzlies was terrific. He ended up with 62 points and filled up the stat sheet, coming away from the night with a 5-by-5. A mind-blowing effort, and it's going to be hard to repeat, but hard to bet against him. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. And you love him if he's on your team. You can't stand him if he's playing against you.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Jalen Johnson comes in for George Niang. And it's LeVert in for Terrence Mann. Hawks are gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. Here's Young. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set. And there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Here's Silk. LeVert defending. Here he goes. And Thompson throws it down.
Showcasing that vertical. Love seeing Thompson be assertive.
The Hawks trail by 3. And here's LeVert. That's off the pass. Here's Silk. Counters it on the polish off the break.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scale.
Back to Young. 6 to shoot. LeVert in the corner. Off target with his 3. Houston leading by 5. Here's Silk. 23 points in the game. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu. Atlanta making a switch here. Shea checked in. Whitmore, he's checked in for the Rockets. Aaron Holiday comes in for Fred VanVleet. Young outside. And they get it. It's tipped. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And Thompson throws it down.
Another one from Thompson. They just can't match his athleticism.
And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. It's a 10-point game. Driving to the basket. That's good. That's LeVert with the assist. LeVert's got 4 assists in the game. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved. A full team effort.
Down low. And it's Green with the jam.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Pass to LeVert. Back to Young. The three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 13 points for Trae Young.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Outside Holiday. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's LeVert. Young outside. Fires from deep. And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. The Rockets making a switch here. Adams checked in. Last game for the Rockets, they picked up the win against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Green with a screen on LeVert. He takes it in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
After Lisa Shane. Okongwu trying to break free. And that one's good. Lisa Shane.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't have it.
Young for 3. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. Young's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back. And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Green, the screen, pulls from the top of the key. The shot's good. That's now 32 points for Silk.
Boy, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Back to Young. 29 left in the first half. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Houston. On Monday, they'll be tipping off a homestand, starting with the Memphis Grizzlies. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
And for that matchup with the Kings, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Jackson, he's checked in for Jeff Green. Silk passes to Adams. 55 seconds left to play in the first half. There's the drive.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Oh, and then jammed by Johnson.
You know, a stellar floor general. Young has that uncanny ability to find his guys at the right time.
Here's Silk. Overt defending. Jackson misses.
And that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Here's Silk. Levert defending. The shot by Silk, no good. Pass to Young. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. The Rockets on top. They lead by 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Guys, have you had any injuries recently that you'd like to share?
You know what, Ernie? I hit my head at the top of the door frame walking into the studio.
Now, as we look at the first half, the Rockets find themselves in a close ball game.
They've been choosy when hunting for shots, guys. I like that. Trying to capitalize on every single possession.
Yeah, you love the consistency in their approach. Really methodical.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Really an incredible game from Silk.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
So on the floor for Houston, Thompson is out there with Tari Eason. And it's Silk. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Şengün in at center. To the middle. Here's Reaper. Levert from the arc. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
You know, these are exactly the shots, guys, the coaching staff wants Levert to take because they know it gets him going.
In the corner, Şengün with it. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Şengün. And let's quickly check out the best young defenders, how they've been playing in the low post lately. Your rookie block leaders for the past month. Look at Silk. Fierce inside defender. Tops in the NBA in blocks.
He's been a factor on the inside. An impressive stretch for him defensively.
Well, he's been slapping shots out of there all last month. I mean, he's building a reputation as a guy you don't want to challenge inside. His arrow is definitely pointing north.
Thompson, a screen on Levert. Here's Silk. Pass to Eason. The screen from Thompson. Lobbed up there for Thompson. Reaper with the steal. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Rockets are making progress. Coach Ime Udoka said it doesn't happen overnight. Changing habits and things like that takes time. Guys learn and grow at a different pace. My thing is getting us all on the same page. We're not that far off. Kevin, they sure look like they're building in the right direction.
David, they are, and some good vets have helped as well. And we thank you for that report. And that one is good.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
The Hawks trail by 3. Clark looking at the growth and skill set of Şengün. He could be special.
I agree 100%, partner. He's got an instinct for the game that you just can't teach. The passing, the ball fakes, the pace at which he plays, it's all there. Feels like he could have the same kind of development trajectory as Jokic. We'll see.
Hawks have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Pass to Johnson. Young looking around. Now, here's Okongwu. Kicks it out to Johnson. Cranes the three-pointer. That's 7 points for Jalen Johnson.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Silk. Another one falls.
Hats off to him. I mean, he's got the longest 40-point streak in history.
Unreal. He's been on a scoring binge the likes we have never seen before. Here's Reaper. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Clark, he's checked in for Alperen Şengün. And so VanVleet will bring it up for the Rockets. Here's Silk. He has 40. Driving in. Another possession. Another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Atlanta's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. It's Levert with the drive, and it's blocked. Pass to Silk. Lobbed up there for Thompson. Loses his grip and clanks the alley-oop jam. Ricochet with it. He's covered by Thompson. There's the lob to the hoop. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the last.
Young from outside. The Rockets pull it in. Thompson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Going inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And now let's take a look at the stats for Silk. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. 13 assists and 2.5 steals. And really just excellent numbers. I like what we've been seeing from him across the board.
I do too. I mean, he's playing with much more focus now and a much higher level of intensity.
Young outside. And the layup is good. Young's got 24.
Nice job capitalizing down there. Young good at probing inside and finding some space.
He takes it in.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Pass to Okongwu. And here's Levert. Covered by Van Vliet. And it's Levert missing. Rockets leading by 4. Here's Silk. And that one is hammered home.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Levert with it. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
And let's see some of the numbers here for Okongwu.
Really been a key contributor over the past month. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And his ability to patrol the lane is a difference maker for that team. Exceptional timing and anticipation. That's why he's a top 10 shot blocker. Clark a screen on Levert. And he drives in. The shot by Silk, no good. The Hawks trail by 4. Young in the corner. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You know, you can't be overzealous inside when you guard Young. You got to be better at contesting without fouling.
Jeff Green is checked in for the Rockets. Here's Silk. Non-stop scoring machine here. Picked by Clark. Here's Silk. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. And the Rockets lead by 5.
Well, he's filling it up right now. Getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
Here's Okongwu. Back in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 5th assist in this one. Rockets are gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Johnson with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Johnson. For the Hawks, man comes in for Karis LeVert. And it's dunked. Got it! Another basket.
An incredible performance tonight, folks. He's at 50.
And tonight ties him for the 5th most 50-point games in NBA history.
Elgin Baylor had 17 50 pieces during his legendary career. He's level with Elgin. Next up is James Harden, who had 23.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Houston leading by 3. Here's Silk. Green with a screen on Robinson. And it's Clark in the corner. Shot clock at 5. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Pass to Okongwu. Over Clark. With the second effort. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and will make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want.
The Hawks trail by 7. So Johnson sitting on the bench. Here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. They've got Robinson. Terrence Mann is out there with George Niang. And it's Krejci in at the 2 spot.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
Here's Silk. Eason, the screen. Silk. Eason passes to Silk. And the foul on Tari Eason. That is his first foul of the game. And the Hawks with possession here. Trailing by 4. Krejci passes to Robinson. Niang with the bounce pass. Pass to Krejci. Robinson kicks to Niang. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Gay misses. Houston leading by 4. Screen by Adams. Here's Silk. Down goes. Incredible.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Krejci passes to Mann. Pass to Gay. In the corner, it's Robinson. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
They're giving him a little too much space out there. That's his 3rd triple since halftime.
Here's Silk, guarded by Robinson. And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. And Johnson throws it down.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Here's Niang. He's covered by Thompson. Pass to Gay. Trying to find Mann and gets it to him. Outside for Robinson. And it's off from 3-point range. Here's Silk, guarded by Robinson. Fade away. The shot by Silk, no good. The Hawks trail by 5. Krejci passes to Mann. Inside, Niang goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Driving to the basket.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Silk passes to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Oh, he threw that one down. Adams, one one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
Pass to man. Robinson kicks to the end. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
They'll be with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Adams with the screen on Robinson. Drives to the hoop. Eason gets a wide open look. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Pass to man. And here is Robinson. And it's Robinson with the jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Fires from the wing. Rebounded by the Hawks.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Houston making a switch. Clark's checked in. And so it's Houston with it. They've led by as much as 10. Thompson, a screen on LeVert with the drive. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Both free throws good from Silk.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Okongwu with the screen for Young. Those 3 pointers off the mark.
And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime.
Silk passes to Clark. Here's Silk. LeVert defending. Shot clock at 6. Here's Silk. The Rockets again can't hit.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because he got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
Back to Young. Beyond the arc. Backs down the 3-ball. That's 28 points for Trae Young.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Thompson, a screen on LeVert. Here's Silk. A fader. Atlanta with the rebound. LeVert's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And there's the drive. Pass to man.
That's all you.
It's Young on the wing. He's covered by Eason. Young against Eason. To tie it up. Okongwu kicks to Young. Now here's Johnson. Now man. He's covered by Thompson. Second chance shot. Johnson, that's for 2. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And that will tie this game up.
And how about the find by Trae, making sure he keeps his teammates involved.
Here's Silk. Drills the elbow jumper. Silk's got 58.
Nice play call there. Down the stretch, getting him the open look.
Yeah, I put that one on the defense. I mean, they can't leave him open at this stage.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Reza Shea, he's checked in for Terrence Mann. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Well, during the break, I listened in on Quinn Snyder's huddle. He asked his team to dig deep. He said, I know you're tired, but they're tired too. It's about who can give more than the other guy at this point. Show me what you can give. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
No 3-pointers for him in that first half, but the second half, different story.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Pass to Silk. Now Eason. And another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
The Hawks trailing. LeVert with it to the inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Fred VanVleet picks one up.
And Young, such a clever shooter. He makes sure to get himself a foul while putting up the shot.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Here's Silk. Pass to Thompson. LeVert grabs the miss. LeVert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Ricochet in the corner. Johnson dishes to Young. And Thompson sends it down.
On the hunt to make a big defensive impact. Thompson denying that shot.
Here's LeVert. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively.
Oh, that's another bucket.
He has tied the mark for second most 60-point games in a season.
What a year he's having. Game after game after game, being able to score so effortlessly. Truly remarkable.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
Thompson passes to Silk. Thompson, a screen on LeVert. Here he goes. And they recover it. Clark, a screen on LeVert. Another shot. Yet another bucket. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Johnson with a screen on VanVleet. And Young now, top of the key. The Rockets pull it in. Clark's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Silk. In the corner, it's Eason. Pass to Silk. Thompson, a screen on Young. Takes it inside.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
To the paint. Here's Johnson. And Atlanta again with the bucket.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
.152 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Clark, a screen on LeVert. Here's Silk. Thompson, a screen on O'Connor. Here's the try.
And that is a punch to the jaw. This game, as tight as it can be, and he pulls something off that we might not even see in the All-Star game.
Ooh, I don't think he planned it too far in advance. That was one of those things, you know, Greg, that just happened.
Well, you know, you don't mind a guy like him attempting something like that in a close ball game. That was a haymaker there.
It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Johnson.
I mean, he is just demoralizing his opponent right now on the backboard. They didn't want anything to do with him on that possession. Almost like they were just giving up on the play.
I love his ability to carry his team for long stretches in games. And we're right now in one of those stretches. He's been doing this for a couple of games in a row now, so he's rolling.
Houston's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. There's 48 seconds left in the 4th. Out to Thompson for the three. Connects from downtown.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. .43 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Inside, here's Young. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Good on the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. He's perfect from the line this time.
And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
Silk passes to Van Vliet. Here's Silk. A work defender. Silk and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Ricochet.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got in good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big 2-possession game now.
Atlanta calls timeout. We've got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
They're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass to not waste too much time at all.
It counts.
So calm when the game is on the line. Young knows it's his job to bring this game home.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And an intentional foul right there.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws in. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed.
Young finds Levert. Johnson, that's for 2. And Silk with the rebound. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. From deep 3-point territory. Misses. So we see the Rockets get the win here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And, Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
It's the game would be different. Like the rules would be 2 dribbles, 1 dribble. Right? So for a while, it's in those situations. Like, he knows to do and then the 1-2 dribble situations. So in a small group, not a who's sitting out. Just told you.
MP has been slinging 40s like it's nothing lately.
Yeah, MP.
Thank you.